So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We're going to talk about Caicedo. Agree in personal terms, yay. Obviously, we kept good relations with Brighton, so I can't see any reason after agreeing personal terms and these good relations with Brighton, I can't see any reason now we nose this up. Anyway, big up to me. It's my birthday. Cheers. We're warming up nicely this morning with a lovely cup of coffee, just a bit of grub, and I'm heading to the beach in a minute. Let the festivities begin. Happy birthday to Kieran Tierney. His birthday is today as well. All goats are born on the 5th of June. Make sure you check out the video on the second channel. Lee Reacts. I've dropped a video out on that. So yeah, man, make sure you check that out about Karim Benzema. And I will be back again a little bit later with a video about William Saliba. And apparently PSG are very interested in Saliba. Who knew? But make sure you check that out. Share the content around, like the channel, all the good stuff. Feel free to donate to the channel if you want. Big up to everybody who does do that, and I do reply to them. So yeah, man, all do the good stuff. Sprinkle the goodness on the video. But apparently Caicedo has agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but we haven't lodged a bid yet. How comes we haven't lodged a bid yet? This makes no sense to me. You know, we kept good relations with Brighton, so I can't see any reason why we haven't lodged a bid yet. Because I'm seeing McAllister's a done deal to Liverpool. You know, and I keep getting people say to me, as well, yeah, but Lee, the transfer window's not open yet. Stop moaning. Okay, well, how have Liverpool just signed McAllister then? It's a here we go from Fabrizio. How have they signed a player already then? Because you are allowed to speak to players before the window opens. And then you announce them on the 1st of July or the 5th of June or whenever it may be that you're allowed to do it. Yeah, 14th, I think, or 15th, the transfer window opens. So you are allowed to tee up deals and get deals done before the window opens. Yeah, meanwhile, Edu's in Mykonos. Good one. They're coming out with all the talk the other week. Oh, I'm not going to be going too far because I want to get deals done. Why are you on holiday then, mate? Why does this guy go on holiday? Somebody explain this to me. Why does this geezer go on holiday when the transfer window is about to kick in? Why doesn't he go on holiday whilst the season's on? His main job, I'm pretty sure, right? Unless I've got this completely backwards in my head, surely the main focal point of his job is to focus on player signings, new contracts, etc., etc. You know, shipping players out, getting the best money for the players, getting players in, and renewing contracts or terminating contracts. I'm pretty sure that that's the main part of his job, right? So why is this guy sitting on the beach and partying when the transfer window is literally about to open? Why didn't he go on holiday? I don't know, February, March. Why didn't he do it then? It's crazy. I'm seeing him in a bar in Mykonos. Okay, mate, good one. Meanwhile, Liverpool are signing McAllister. Chelsea are trying to sign Caicedo. PSG are signing Asensio. How are these players signing for these clubs? The transfer window's not open. I mean, it makes no sense, right? But listen, Caicedo ain't coming to Arsenal. We kept good relations. I couldn't care less about the good relations. Yeah, there's talk that we're going to put an opening bid in for 75 million. Well, didn't we have a bid for 80 rejected in January? So what is the point in putting a bid in for less money than we put in January that got rejected? How does that make any sense? Especially when he's now signed a new contract. What's going on here? This makes no sense. All of these reports that are coming out, right? I swear to God, all of these reports that are coming out can only be being put out there by the football club. Yeah, because the PR around this club stinks at the best of times. It is the best club on the planet for PR. But how can you go with an opening bid of 75 million when a bid for 80 plus, I think it was about 83 million in January, something like that, got rejected? Yeah, but Lee, that was the January window. You know, they didn't want to lose their prized asset in January, so they'll take a little bit less now. Make it make sense, because to me, it's all a load of waffle. You know, every day I wake up and I search these transfer stories. I see the stories and I think, okay, whatever, mate. Yeah, every day there's a new twist, oh my God, somebody's throwing a spanner in the works. Like, it's a joke. Yeah, could Arsenal's budget stretch to getting Rice and Caicedo? No, it won't, because we're not shopping for both. Yeah, he's agreed terms. This was breaking news last night. He's agreed terms with Arsenal. This is just funny. Every single day there's a new story. He's agrees terms over Premier League transfer as Arsenal and Chelsea battle it out. Well, that's only going one way then, isn't it? Because if Arsenal and Chelsea are going to battle it out, we've already been told that that Arsenal are not going to enter into bidding wars, and we're definitely not going to enter into another bidding war with Chelsea after the whole Mudryk saga. So, well done, Chelsea. You're getting yourself a top player because he ain't coming to us, which means that we're going to go and chase Declan Rice. Okay, mate. But again, we're keeping good relations with West Ham because we don't want to bid for the player until after the Conference League final on Wednesday. Like, what is going on here? We have got to be one of the least serious outfits in world football. Now, meanwhile, Real Madrid are ripping up contracts, kicking players out, selling players, not renewing contracts, and then sitting there demanding success next season. And they've won 6 trophies in 2 years, which is more than we've won in the Emirates era, by the way. Yeah, and their manager's coming out yesterday saying, no. We need to get more competitive, mate. Meanwhile, we're all crowd surfing and jumping for joy, all on holiday. It's great, isn't it? It's great. It's actually unbelievable. We're hearing all the stories that Caicedo wants to play in the Champions League, and Declan Rice wants to play in the Champions League. Yeah, this narrative is going to be buried by the end of this summer, I'm telling you, because there's going to be a lot more people waking up to this crap. The Champions League means nothing to these people. It's all about the money, baby. Show me the money. It is all about the money. Money, money, money. Give it to me. That is what they are saying. It's not about the Champions League football, because at the end of the day, if Caicedo goes to Chelsea, they'll get back in the Champions League at some point. It might not be next season, but it might be the season after. Maybe it is going to be next season. Who knows? We don't know. Maybe they will get back in it straight away at the first attempt. They're obviously shipping out a lot of players. They've got a better manager now than they've had previously with Frank Lampard. So, listen, you never know. They might get back in the Champions League. But the one thing I will say here is if they do get back in the Champions League, they actually have a history of winning it. So if any player wants to join Arsenal, where is the history of us in European competitions? We've won 2 trophies in our lifetime in Europe. Like, that's insane. To put that into perspective, Madrid won 3 Champions Leagues on the spin. Makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah, there's a reason that some clubs are more successful than others, because they actually take it seriously. And everyone can laugh at Chelsea for last season. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, laugh all you like. Yeah, I'm telling you now, if it's a battle between Caicedo going to Arsenal or Chelsea, he's going to Arsenal. If it's a battle between Declan Rice having a choice between Bayern Munich and Arsenal, he's going Bayern Munich. It's as simple as that. He wants to win the Champions League. Well, why is he coming to Arsenal that have never won it then? Think it makes it Albert Lee wants to stay in London. Really? Who told you that? Who told you that? Charlie Boy Watts? David Ornstein? The same puppets that tell you just what you want to hear? Just to get everyone hyped? And then start doing the spin stories about, oh, Chelsea doubled his wages and Chelsea this and this team did that. And we weren't going to enter into bidding war. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It was felt by the club that this and that. And in the industry and blah, blah. And they use all these funny words like lured and twist and race. Like, get in the bin, man. And at the end of the day, if this football club was a serious football club, we would have already had an agreement in place for either Caicedo or Rice or both. Yeah, and we ain't. Agree in personal terms is fantastic. Well done. Have you bid for the player yet? Oh, you haven't. Oh, you haven't. Okay. So you've not bid for the players yet. Okay. Well, the personal terms are irrelevant then. Because unless you bid for the player, you're not getting him. Like, I don't need to get paid 2 million quid a year to figure this out. It is not rocket science. Hurry the fuck up, sign some players, and do it now. I want to see that yellow ticker tape sliding across Sky Sports, telling me, or I want to see Fabrizio Romano, here we go, Arsenal for Caicedo. Instead, we won't. We won't. Yeah, and it'll drag on, and we'll end up with Zubamendi. We'll end up with Zubamendi or someone like that. Yeah, maybe Lavia. Lavia's a good player, to be fair. I would take him at Arsenal, but I'd take him with Rice or with Caicedo, not just Lavia. But that's where we're going to end up. Zubamendi, Lavia, maybe Onana from Everton. No, we're not shopping in this Caicedo and Rice supermarket. We are shopping in the Lavias and Onanas and Zubamendis. Yeah, and let's be real. Before anyone wants to say I'm negative, right? Name me one deal that Edu's closed of any use, like a top fee that we were in battle with another club and we won the war in signing the player for top money, because Ben White, nobody else wanted him. Yeah, Jesus, nobody else was in for him. Zinchenko, nobody else was in for him. Thomas Partey, we did the release clause. Who else has he signed? There's a high value fee plus a high value wage plus hard negotiations, because Vlahovic he didn't get, Mudryk he didn't get. Not that I care about either of them, but he didn't get either of them two, did he? Every time we go in for a player, we never get them because it's a complicated, complex deal and other clubs are in for them. We only end up getting players that nobody else is interested in. That's it. So I'll be shocked if we sign Rice or Caicedo. But it is what it is. Make sure you sub to the channel. Big up to everybody who has. Route to 100k is flying, nearly on 82k. Make sure you sub to Lee Reacts. That's very close to 11k. Link in description for that one. I'll be back again later on this evening with a video about Saliba to PSG. So keep your eyes peeled on that. And yeah, until then, have a blessed day and share the content around. And big up. I'm going to the beach, mate. Adios. Edu out. Laters. Ciao.